Welcome to Women on the Trails podcast. I'm Emily, founder of Trail Bloom, women's mountain biking clothing brand designed for comfort, fit and confidence on the trails. Today I'm chatting to Claire Bennett from Hope Women and we're talking all things Hope Enduro, what it's really like, who it's for and why events like this are so important for getting more women into racing. So welcome, Claire.
Thank you very much.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and about Hope Women.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Claire. I work for Hope Technology. I work in sales and events, and part of my job is to head up Hope Women, which we're all about celebrating women that ride bikes, basically. And we do that by having some really cool ambassadors who provide some great content for us. And they're ambassadors that across the range of mountain biking and biking. So we've got ultra cyclists, we've got enduro racers, downhill racers. We've got influencers, we've got free riders.
So you see a lot of the free riders.
Yeah, so cool. We've got a big mix of ambassadors, and I think that's really good to show all the different types of riding that happen, and they tell great stories. So I get them to tell great stories and put them on Hope Women on the blog. We do ride outs at certain places. We support women's events within the bike world. So Trail Bloom Ladies' Day last year,
which was brilliant. Everyone commented on how good that ride out was. So
it was a good one.
If you want to go on a ride out, I can fully recommend going to the Hope Women's ones. I do them as much as I can whenever we do events.
They're usually like nice, chilled vibes. No one gets left behind. They're just fun enough and challenging enough, but not too challenging. That's it. Yeah, that's the whole idea behind them. So we do that. We also some other events that we support, so like Limitless up in Scotland, and we've supported Dirt Divas, and I think you're at one at the end of the year, Girls That Ride Bikes festival. Yes. So a new festival for us to support, so we'll be there at that one.
We've done that one before. That's a nice vibe.
So it should
really
be good.
That one is.
So that's what Hope Women's about, basically. Yeah.
So talking about the Enduro, because I've done it before, it's my first Enduro, and it was such an amazing introduction to it. It's going to be Rachel's first Enduro. Rachel's hiding over that way. And it's such a great event to do from my point of view. But where did it come from? Where did it start? Give us a bit of history on it.
Yeah, a bit of history. So I can't take credit for it.
I would.
the last couple that have run, I kind of helped them run. Rach Walker, a previous employee at Hope Technology, set it the ball rolling with that, was like the brainchild behind that, and got that moving with the backing of Hope Technology and PMBA, the race side of things. So between the few of them, they got that going. And the idea behind it was that, racing is for everybody and can be for everybody, but we know that it can be a little bit intimidating to give a go. So if you just create an environment whereby it looks inviting, it looks supportive, and then when you get there, it is all of those things. Yeah. Then people go, oh, actually, I don't mind racing. And people can give stuff a go. So it ran for four years in Gisborne Forest up in the north. Then COVID happened, events stopped. And then we brought it back in 2023, back at Gisborne, because that's where it was tried and tested and we knew it worked there. It ran, the weather was awful because it was in October in the north.
Oh my God.
But everybody had a great time. Yeah. The brands came and supported it. We had a great event village. We had like a fire pit. We had some music in the evening. It was a great vibe there for that one. And then I wanted to move it somewhere different, like try a new venue out. So last year we went to the Forest of Dean. Yeah. Came further south, hoping that the women that had done it in the north, they knew what it was about, they'd come south for it. Yeah. And then also the people in the south, maybe that hadn't done it in the north, it's not as far for them to travel, and so hopefully they'd come to it, and they did. So we had 240 women sign up last year for the race. On the day, which is normal, you get some dropouts for whatever reason. 208 girls and women came and raced on the day down in Forest of Dean, which was, you were there.
Which is loads.
It's a lot.
I'm pretty certain I came 204th out of all those women, which I was going for dead last because I wasn't doing it for the race. I never do events for that. It's about the stoke and the vibe.
Yeah, totally.
And it didn't ever feel like there was 200 women riding. Like it felt like there was a lot of women, but it it was well executed and well designed and thought out to keep you so that it wasn't too busy.
Yeah.
You never felt like anybody was riding on your back wheel ever, which I've done mixed events since, and you still get that element of that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Which is what, if you're nervous about, it's a reason to do this one.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's important to have women's only events?
It's important because for a lot of events, I think a lot of women look at them and go, "Oh no, that's too much for me. That's not for me."
Yeah.
Just maybe what they've seen or what they've heard. They go, oh, I can't actually put myself in that position. I don't want to. That's not for me. And so in creating women-only events, you're hopefully creating a space where they go, well, I can get my mate to come with me, or I might meet other people there.
Yeah.
And just kind of getting like-minded people together just helps things move along.
Yeah.
It's you've been there. It's supportive. It's friendly.
Yeah.
The atmosphere. There's lots of laughing. There's cackling coming from the woods.
This is it. You don't hear, do you? It's amazing.
And so the environment in which it creates just encourages people to have a go at stuff. And I think the word race or the word enduro does put people off.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that I really want to try more of, and it is a challenge for me, is to get across that, yes, it is an enduro, it is a race, but if you're a woman and you ride bikes and you can get down a red XC trail, this event is for you. Like the racing bit, you just ride down the tracks. Yes, you've got a number on. Yes, you've got a timing chip on your fork or whatever, but you're essentially just riding your bike.
Yeah. With a load of women.
With a load of women. And
you get people cheering you, which
exactly
you don't get
when you're at the trail centre, do you?
You don't. There should be more of that.
So the level of support on the sidelines, so you've got partners, kids watching. They're all strangers just going, oh, what's going on? You're stumbling across the forest and you're seeing what's going on.
There was one particular, sorry to interrupt you, there was one particular section which got in my head the day before. So I went and practiced it with Sandy Stella, who was very Sandy, and she was brilliant with it. But when it came to it, I was literally, I'm not going to say the words that I was saying, but they began with F, rhymed with duck. I said that all the way down. But when I got to that section, there was about 10 guys there and with their families. They're obviously like supporters of the women riding. And they were like, yes, come on, you can do it. And I was shouting. They were like, you've done it amazing.
Exactly.
And they were,
Yeah, that buzz, that
on
feeling.
That particular bit, I needed that. Personally, I needed it. And I think it would have been intimidating to others as well.
Yeah, you knew it was something in the back of your mind when you came to come and do it. This is coming up. But then when you get there on your race run and there's all that support there, you're like, actually, this is cool. And those guys are all cheering for me. That's nice.
And you kind of have to go. And if like worst happens, there's somebody there to get you back up and you're back on it again. So and it was the same with the marshals. The marshals were all at points that were tricky.
Yeah.
Or that might be deemed as tricky to some people or intimidating, and they were all like, come on, you're doing really well, you've done great. No, it was such a great vibe.
The idea behind it, hopefully. And I think that's, like I said, I just really need to put across that it is a race, but that's not the be all and end all.
No.
And so, like for yourself, you've openly said, I'm not a racer. I'm not an enduro racer, but this event, I'll give it a go. And
because I love events, I love that. I've always done running events, triathlons and things like that. And it's that. It's just that, like, there's something about an event, isn't there?
You end up being, like, I spent the whole day with this grin just on my face the whole day because you're just watching people having a go at stuff. You can just see the stoke. You can see how pleased everybody is.
The energy level is just amazing,
it's just high, isn't it? Yeah.
So
it's good.
This year you've swapped it up a little bit, haven't you? Because you've added it in a practice day, which news to all of our ears. This is amazing. Rather than having, if you're not local to Forest of Dean, which I'm not, it's fantastic.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So it is a mash-up style race in that you can ride the trails, the stages as many times as you like. So the idea behind a mash-up race is usually your first run down the stage is kind of like your sighting run.
Yeah.
And then you go, right, I know where I can go quicker now, or that wasn't so bad, so I'll go back up, do it again. But we realised we did a bit of a feedback thing, and a lot of women said, we'd like a practice day. Like, okay, well, let's see if we can do that. So, it's increased now to 2 days. There's open practice on the Saturday. We had 3 stages last year. There's 5 stages this year. So hopefully it'll appeal to maybe to the women that have done the race a few times now, and they're like, Yeah, I've done it now. We want to add a little bit more so that they still keep coming. So we've added a slightly easier trail. So we've got 3 that create the light.
Yeah.
And then we've added a slightly harder trail, which is kind of black grade. So if people want to push themselves, if they go, actually, I've got down all the reds, they were okay, let's have a go at the black, and then I've done the 5 stages. So basically on the day, you don't have to choose or anything. On the day, you go out with your time and chip. If you end up going down 4 stages, that's you're in the light. If you go down all 5, then you're entered into the full.
Yeah.
So we're going to have double the podiums.
Amazing. I mean, I'm keen for that.
Podiums are going to go on a little while.
Yeah.
But no, I think we needed that progression. I think people wanted it as well. And also it still keeps its grassroots. It still keeps its, people who it's their first race, or the little 8-year-old girls. Like,
I mean, they were sending it last year.
Yeah,
they were nuts.
After they've done a whole day of practice, and then it comes to race day on Sunday, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But you've got options on the day, which is the key thing with that.
I think I didn't realise that one of the trails was easier as well. I thought they were both hard trail.
Yeah, so one of the trails, I can't remember which one it is. I'm due to go down to Forest of Dean in a couple of weeks' time just to go and ride the other 2. But one of the trails that you did last year is going to be moved to trail stage 4. Stage 4 and 5 basically are going to be the harder of the 2. Yeah. So you've already done one of the harder ones. And then we're just going to put in one that kind of fits in with stage 1 and 3, basically, that you did last year. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So that's really good, because that will then help people who aren't sure those first 3.
Yeah. A bit of progression, really.
Yeah.
And then the other thing we're going to do on the Saturday, all 5 stages will be marked up. Between a certain time, you can just go and ride. I mean, there'll be other people in the forest riding down them, so we can't close them off. Other forest users can use them. But what we'll do is on stages 2 to 5, we'll put a couple of coaches in key areas. So if people do want some pointers, there's some little bits on certain bits of trails that people might be like, oh, how do I do this?
You out. Which is the best line?
Yeah, what's the best line? Or where should I be? So we're going to put a couple of coaches or a coach in a certain place on the trails so that they're there to answer questions.
Definitely coming down on the Saturday then.
With a bit of that.
Yeah.
Then a good meal on Saturday night.
Yes.
Maybe a drink, maybe 1 or 2, and then you're fresh for racing on Sunday. I mean, racing, whatever you want to do.
Just enjoying the ride, I think.
Yeah. So we're excited about it becoming a 2-day event. So, more time.
I think that's fantastic, doing the 2 days. More
time for people to maybe make future riding buddies as well. Make friends, there's people that have started out racing these events and then they go to other events together. It's like, oh, do you fancy doing this together? And then it kind of snowballs then.
We've definitely made friends at ladies events, so like Hot Wales ladies events. Always, we seem to just grab new friends doing that and then meet up with them at various places like that. So it's the same, isn't it? We rode as like a team last year, and that made it so much more fun. And I think we're trying to collect people this year.
Do that. I remember seeing you out on the trails. And we've got some lovely photos of you guys out on the trails as well, all in your matching kit.
Trying to figure out what to wear this year. Depends what the weather's like, because that was definitely...
this is my only concern was this year, but last year we raced on the Saturday. It was gorgeous. It was beautiful. Sunday, it just did the total opposite. And I think it actually hailed at one point when we were doing
Rich was out riding that day. Absolutely.
So hopefully it doesn't do that.
You just can't predict it, can you? Because sometimes that
weather is
that
the
time
weather.
That's it. And we'll all ride, just might not ride as many times. But
skin's waterproof, isn't it?
So. Well, exactly that. And as a small plug, we should have a waterproof raincoat out by then, and we might have the trousers finished by then as well. So that'll be the take extras with us. So talking about breaking down the barriers, what would you say to someone who feels like they're not good enough to enter? We've obviously just gone over.
I think us women typically, not all women, but we generally don't like to put ourselves forward for something unless we're 99% sure we can do it. But I think in this instance, I think if you can just forget that it's a race and just go, well, I like riding bikes and I'm going to be surrounded by like-minded women. and I can ride, like I ride the red at Dalby, I ride the red at Sherwood Pines, I ride the red, I've done it at Forest of Dean.
Cannock and
If you've done those trails, you know what to expect. You can come and do it, basically. That's the main thing for me, is that it is just riding your bike.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
When you break it down,
riding. Yeah.
it's just riding bikes and having a good time, having fun on the trails, basically.
What don't you think people talk enough about when it comes to the event? So do you think there's something that, like, people are always worried about, the elephant in the room, they're worried about falling off, aren't they? Or they're worried about being caught up.
Yeah.
But is there anything that actually you see more often?
I think for people racing their first time, I suppose they don't know. You don't know what you don't know.
No.
So actually coming to a race, you'll then be better equipped for your next one, and that's the whole reason for having the Hope Women's Enduro, is that you do this and you go, racing isn't for me, but I'll do that event each year. That's fine. That's great. Or you say, racing is for me. What's next? And it gears you up for the next race. It gears you up for going to do a Southern Enduro or a Scottish Enduro, and it means that you're better equipped to deal with those. And I think one of the big ones, I think, is sometimes people feel like they're going to slow the person down behind them.
Yeah, that's
So when you're waiting at the top of a stage, you can just turn around and say, look, just give me a little bit more time. There's no harm in that. You can just, because you're setting off at roughly like 20, 30-second intervals. So there's no harm in just leaving the person.
Give it a minute.
Yeah, just say, leave it a bit longer. And that's fine. You can do that. You can ask for that.
And the rider behind would appreciate knowing that, because they don't want to,
well,
if they are trying to get a time, which some people do want to do that. It then means, it just means that there's less likely to be a collision or like them to have to slow down or anything like that. So
And that's the beauty of a mashup. If you have a lie down on a stage, you know, you can go, right, I had a lie down, I can definitely do that stage faster.
Yeah.
Go and have something to eat, ride back up, do the stage again. And likewise for the ladies that, are racing, and if they catch someone up, they can go up and have another run. Yeah. It's not the end of the world.
No,
so that's what's quite nice about the mashup format.
And there's plenty of time to go. I think we did both like all the stages at least twice. And the only reason we didn't do them 3 times was because I needed to get back to the stand at some point.
Yeah, totally.
Show my face.
Yeah.
So I think it's nice and relaxed, isn't it?
It is. And I think there is time on race day. You know, you can come down to registration, get your number board, get your timing chip, head out, do a few runs. You can come back to the event village, put your timing chip in. Yeah. If you're interested, you get a little readout of how you're doing, which was really cute. You could see people going, oh, you got faster than me on stage. Yeah. Oh, look, but I beat you on. And it was really cute to see people doing that. Grab some food, have a chill, have a look around the stands, because hopefully the event village should be, it was busy last year. It's going to be busier this year. We've got a few more brands coming along to support.
They've extended the visitor centre there, haven't they? Have they moved? They've
got a new bike shop. Yeah. So part of my visit when I go down, I just need to do a bit more measuring up and seeing where everybody's going to go. So you can come down, check your times, have some food, and go, right, let's go back out there. Let's have another go. And you can do this, like the stages will be open from like 9 a.m. till 4, I think. Yeah. And then, podiums after that.
Podiums. There was quite a few well-known faces as well on the podiums last year, wasn't there? Yeah. So that's quite exciting to go. If you're into racing, not everybody who rides is necessarily into it, but
I think it's great that you can come to a grassroots event and have former
Katie Curd and Tracy Mosley. Yeah.
Racing the same race. I think that's brilliant. And I think that's the great thing about women's events is, we always hear this, if you can see it, you can be it. You can do it. Like, if you can turn up at a race and see Tracy Mosley going down the same stages as you, it's super impressive to see how fast they ride the trails and how they
get and watch them.
Exactly that.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I think that's fantastic. I don't think she's supported every race so far, but I believe she's doing
very busy
lady, got lots on. I think she'll be racing the Trans Caledonia, which kind of starts on our weekend, which is up in Scotland, which is the first time they've done a trans race up in Scotland. First UK one, so 6-day, moving each day, enduro. Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine because she was at an XC event that I did the other week, and it was just, she seems to be all over the place, everywhere with the doing bits.
Yeah.
So, do you have any tips to give people for their first enduro?
First enduro. I think what's special about ours is that we release what the stages are. Yeah. So we're just about to head into May. Our race isn't until September. The weather's getting nicer now, so there's a few weekends free. Get down to Forest of Dean and you can find them on the map. You can go and ride them now. So if you're a little bit concerned at this stage, should I enter, should I not, you can go and try the stages now. They're all on the PMBA website. You can see where they are on a map. Just go down there and try them.
And give it a go.
And if you go down there and if certain things concern you, there's companies down there operating in that forest that are well on board with the Hope WMN Enduro, Pro Ride Mountain Bike Coaching, Katie Curd, YMTB. They will do coaching sessions. They will put stuff on, hopefully in the coming months, to kind of get you enduro ready.
Yeah.
So there's that kind of prep that you can do. Tips for first time. You've got to make sure that you eat well. You've got to make sure that you fuel correctly.
Yeah.
Potentially,
because it is an endurance event, isn't
exactly
it? And I think you forget that when you're just riding your bike.
And I think if you're planning on, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning and not really handing your chip in until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, yes, you might not be riding for all that time, but you're outside, you're moving, you're doing stuff. So you do need to up your calorie intake, which is great because Forest Dean Cafe does great cakes.
Yeah. And I remember Stella last time was just hot on the the electrolytes.
Oh yeah.
Because it was a hot day last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it was very much needed.
Yeah.
Make sure you've got enough water and all those things.
All of that. Yeah. Definitely. Any more tips? First one. Just remember you are just riding your bike.
Yeah.
Just don't do anything different. Don't think, right, I'm racing now and change things. Just, as you drop into the stage for the first time, just go, I'm just riding my bike. I'm just riding my bike down a red grade trail and having a look. Because it will be taped. So what's different sometimes is when you go to a trail centre, there is one line. Because it's a race, it will be taped in a certain line. So that's the good thing about practice, is that you can go down it and you can see how it's taped and pick your line. Yeah. There'll be times where the tape comes nice and close together. That's exactly where you need to go. There'll be times where the tape comes nice and far apart and you've got a bit of line choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything, from memory, everything was rollerable.
Yes.
Obviously, the black might be slightly different.
Black, I've not been to do it yet, so I can't comment on it fully yet. But I will put some information out there about it. Going down in 2 weeks' time. So
was it Griff that last year? Was it Griff that did the? Sorry if I've got his name wrong. Who did the video on YouTube of the routes beforehand?
Oh, I know Kev from PMBA.
Kev, that was it. Like, who's Griff?
I don't know who Griff is.
Sorry.
Kev did.
Be somebody else completely.
Kev did some POV.
That's it.
So the idea is he's going to get those again for the two stages that we haven't really shown people. So we'll get those again. So they'll
that's
be.
What convinced me to do it.
Oh, great!
Watching those,
yeah, watching them. Yeah,
it's easy.
Yeah, look how flat it is on the GoPro.
Yeah, I know. I mean, take that with a pinch of salt. I do remember when we came on the Friday, I was like, "This, I can't remember any of this." That is my brain. I can do the stages one after another and won't remember when things are coming up. Yeah. Absolutely useless and stuff like that.
It's a skill.
Yeah,
it's a big skill.
When people, I can't do it. The only tip that I would perhaps add to that is do it with a mate.
Yeah.
It's so much easier if you've got a mate to do it with.
Oh, definitely.
And if you haven't got a mate, come find us because we've got loads.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Always
Head
someone
to the
to ride
trail
with.
boom tent and find some. I mean, that's something else that I want to try and do, and I need to get my head in gear and sort it out, is to create a WhatsApp group. So if there are women coming and they're coming on their own, because unfortunately there are women that haven't found their little tribe yet. Yeah. We don't want to put them off coming to our event. Like, come to our event, you might find your tribe, you might find your riding buddy for life kind of thing. So come, we'll set up a WhatsApp group. I'm going to try and have some kind of marquee tent up at the campsite. So on the Friday night, it can be a place where people can go and meet.
That's nice.
The Saturday night, we are going to do like a film night on the Saturday evening, pedal a bike away, staying open a bit longer to do food and
fantastic.
they've also offered to do shuttles back up to the campsite.
Fab.
So to help get people back up, which is great.
When they drink too many beers.
Yeah.
All in good prep for the next day.
Yeah. So we'll have a film night going on. So if you have a film that you would like to show,
I have a little think. I usually get caught out when the films are being played. I have to packing up the gazebo or something. So it'd be nice to actually come and have a look at that. So
we're adding a few more things. So I think if you come with a mate, but if you haven't got a mate to come with, it's not the end of it. Still come along. You might find your mate, which is good.
Yeah. I think they will. There's so many women there. You'd be amiss if you don't find someone there new to ride with, won't you? Let's talk a bit more about the ride outs that you do. So you do those at bigger events that we've been on. I've been at the ones on Hard Rock, which is nice if you're not racing, because I've not raced it before. It's always nice to go, and I've made loads of friends with them, and they always come and see me at events now, which is lovely.
That's nice.
And made actual like riding buddies on those rides as well. So like Jess Yates, we ride with her. She became an ambassador for last year. I stay in touch with her and ride with her when I get a chance to, because it's really lovely.
Nice.
Talk about the ethos of those and the idea of those, obviously.
Yeah, ride outs. Again, Rachel Walker's idea back when she started Hope WMN, which is what it was previously called. She wanted to just put ride outs on for women and encourage women to go out riding, after work and stuff. So we did a lot at Gisborne Forest. I used to go along as a freelance guide, and so that's how I got involved. And what's really nice to see now with the ride outs, they're sociable, come along, ride. We used to do nighttime rides as well, because we used to do a light range. So we'd give everybody a light, which was hilarious. We'd just go out in the dark as well, with groups of 20, 30 women.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Which was wild. It was good fun. But yeah, come for a ride. Borrow a bike if you haven't got one, because we used to have a lot of demo bikes back then. And what's really nice to see now is those women that started coming out on those first ride outs, they're either running their own ride outs now, or they're guides, or they've gone on to set up their own women's ride outs, or they've come to the Hope Women's first enduro, and now they're full time, like they love racing, and they couldn't, racing is their thing now, and that's what's really nice. And I think the Hope Women's ride outs, they've done that now, and I do feel now we've got more community focused ride outs. She rides, have lots of ambassadors all over the place. Fantastic. There is more options now for women to go and find more people to ride with. So our ride outs, we have reduced the numbers of them and kind of tagged them onto other events that are happening that we happen to be at. So the Hard Rock one works really well. We've just done one recently, which was a collab with Ruth from Recce, which worked really nice. Yeah, so that worked really nice. So yeah, we do collab ride outs as well. So if people are out there and they think we'd be good fit for their ride out, we can turn up and help run it,
and support run it.
Yeah,
which is
exactly. I think that's the thing. The collaboration stuff is what we're about, and kind of helping things run together. It's not always about us. So yeah. It's nice,
which is good, and it's good to be able to support. Like from our side of things, you've been really supportive with helping us with our event.
Yeah, it was good. When we did a ride out there as well, which worked really well. Because a lot of women, I guess, at Sherwood Pines would just come and do the trail centre. So it's quite nice. We went onto the bike park bit and did a few of the downhill laps and stuff. So
there's a jump park there apparently. I've never been. I don't know it's there. My husband goes every time. He takes my 10-year-old. And they love it. I have no idea where it is.
It's a little way from the
visitor
centre. It's kind of like hidden in the bottom corner of the forest, so it's not easy to find.
No, and I can never find the downhill bit as well. That's always an elusive thing to me. I just follow the route.
If you come on our ride out, you were a little bit busy. But,
I hate doing all that stuff.
But
I like the events. I have to talk in public. I quite often hand that job over to somebody else.
But the ride outs, they're still happening. We're just doing a few less this year, because I think there's options out there for women now, and I think they've done their thing. They've done their bit, which is great, and it's awesome to see. People that came and met their future riding buddies on a ride out, or they're now guides or they're coaches, or it's really ace to see.
It's nice when it's funny how many not just women, how many people who, when they start mountain biking, it becomes a total part of their life. Like it's part of their personality now.
Totally. Yeah.
It's taken over.
Yeah. I identify as mountain biker.
Yes. That's it. And that is, I mean, we talk about it a fair bit in our blogs and stuff, that there's so many different types of mountain biking as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
What's your favourite type?
Oh, so my favourite type? Well, I guess enduro.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, well, it got called enduro, but it was just mountain biking, wasn't it? It was just going into the woods and slogging up the hills.
That's it.
And then
Type
enjoying the
2
downs.
Fun. This is it. I very much feel like I have to earn those downs.
Exactly. Yeah.
An issue.
So yeah, and enduro, I mean, that word came about when racing started happening.
Yeah.
But essentially it's mountain
riding
biking.
up a hill to ride back down it in a more fun way. Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah.
Same for us.
Yeah.
So much prefer. But there's all sorts of different specialties of riding that everybody can enjoy. Just because you do one doesn't mean you're less of a mountain biker than someone doing something else.
And if you try mountain biking and you're like, that's not for me, you know, there's pump track, there's gravel riding.
I think that's made it so accessible.
Yeah, gravel riding,
hasn't it?
Fantastic. You can do that on whatever bike you've got. And there's more and more gravel events coming about. Yeah. But also, bridleways. Forests,
anything that's not accessible. On the road, essentially.
Yeah. And the roads are getting busier. I find it pretty intimidating on the road. So as soon as you can get off the road on a bridleway and I feel safer.
Well,
I'd much prefer to fall off my bike on a bridleway than ride on the road at the mercy of some of the drivers. So
and I feel like, especially since COVID, weirdly, it's got worse, hasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of drivers. But there's I think riding bikes. There's so many different disciplines and you can find your little niche. Just have to have a go at stuff, don't you?
Yeah, that's it.
Find what you like.
Because you don't like getting air or being steezy or anything like that.
No,
doesn't mean you're any less of a mountain biker, does
totally.
it?
Like, we talked about this with Fee, with Fierce, and how some women will say, well, I'm not a mountain biker. It's like, well, yes, you are. You ride a bike that's a mountain bike, and you're out in the forest riding. Like that, you are. Like
that's it.
It's but it's this image that some women have that mountain biking is getting your wheels off the ground. It is doing whips. Don't you think I'm not that type of biker, and I'm quite happy with that. I get where it is because I felt exactly the same, which is where Trail Bloom came from. Really, not wanting to look like I was racing. As much as anything. So it's definitely. You're a mountain biker if you're on a bike. Exactly.
On the outdoors, isn't it? In a forest. So it's about enjoying the outdoors,
exactly
really.
That.
You don't have to be the fastest or the gnarliest rider or anything like that.
No. And when you see people doing their manuals for hours and you're like, that's really impressive. Martha Gill.
Oh, yeah.
It's really impressive. But actually out on the trail,
you don't need to be able to do that. You just need to be able to pop over
You literally need to be able to lift your front wheel for a second to get over a route and then you're good.
Which is why when you do coaching, they just give you a bar to lift it over every time. Yeah.
To transfer it onto the trail, it's just a route in the trail.
Secretly, we all would really like to manual as long as Martha Gill can.
Definitely. Yeah. And I try every time I'm out, but still,
I don't
still
even attempt it, to be honest. I attempted on that little manual machine thing that you had. That was the most impressive thing I've ever done. So we've got a quick fire round now.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I shouldn't have sent you these beforehand, should I?
No, I'm glad you did.
So, favourite part of race day?
Favourite part of race day? I think it is at the end, seeing everybody come back in, get their readouts, and you can just tell they're pleased they're finished because they've pushed themselves, but also you can just see there's that grin, that happiness. Yeah, that bit.
Flats or clips?
Flats.
Tech or flow?
Tech.
Solo ride or riding with others?
Riding with others. It depends who it is. Riding with others.
Not me. Liability over here.
You only fell off on the first ride out we did. You didn't fall off on the second ride out.
Vastly improved since then.
You're a racer now.
Adam has got footage of me actually getting air. I mean, it was about an inch, but I popped off that little tiny step.
Excellent.
When we did some filming the other day. Favourite trail you've ever ridden?
Oh God, that's quite a hard one, isn't it?
Because I bet you've ridden all over, haven't you?
Yeah, I've ridden a few places. Standout ones are ones that are in the mountains for me. Big vistas, takes a bit of effort to get to. So there's a route in the Alps called Spinology,
Ooh.
which is pretty epic. But yeah, it takes a bit of effort to get to, a bit of hike bike, and then you're on this beautiful ridge line. Trying not to look at the view because the ridge that you're on, you're trying to keep going where you're going.
To keep going.
And possibly closely followed in second, the Old Ghost Road in New Zealand.
Oh, I've heard of this, but I've never ridden it myself.
If you go there, put it on your list because you can do it. Some crazy people do it as a day, but I did it with Martha when we were out there racing, and we did it over 2 days. Stayed in a little hut, and it was fantastic. Because you start off in like the rainforest, as it were, and then you end up on the ridge line, and you're out in the alpine.
Beautiful views.
Beautiful views. I think I like riding my bike where you've got some beautiful views.
You can stop and have a sandwich or a snack and look at the...
exactly that. Yeah, that's the one for me.
So good for your mental health.
Massively, yeah. So that's, I couldn't whittle it down to one, sorry. No,
I love that though. It's a variety. I love that.
Yeah.
Finally, one word to describe Hope WMN Enduro.
Yeah, that's a tricky one, isn't it? Because I don't think one word does it justice, does it? But
maybe
if I was
three then?
I was going to pick... Okay, if I pick... My first one was going to be empowering.
Yes.
Because, you come... You might not think you're going to do okay, but you are.
Yeah.
100%. Because we're all better than we know we are.
Oh, yeah. I think we're...
100%.
Yeah, we get in our heads a bit, don't we?
Yeah.
I think that's it. Is there anything else you wanted to say about Hope WMN as a rule?
No, just if you ride bikes, continue doing it because it's a fantastic sport and keeps you fit, keeps you healthy, keeps your mental health good as well. Yeah. Keep doing it. If you haven't entered the Enduro, please do.
And I will put the link to it with this.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
That'd be ace.
And we'll obviously share it all on socials and everything. So that'd be great.
Cool.
Yeah, I thoroughly couldn't recommend it anymore.
Yeah.
And if you want something that's a bit harder, there's obviously the black trails in it now. So that's something if you wanted something a bit more.
Something a bit more. There's 5 stages rather than 3. So something for everybody, I like to hope.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I felt like there was a fair bit for everybody last year, but even more this year.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic.
Adding a bit more. So hopefully people should be keen for it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm really looking forward to it. It's got the summer to get through of events first, haven't we?
Yeah. Which, bit of time.
Yeah, so. And hopefully nice weather on the day. So yeah. Oh, fab. Well, thank you so much for coming on and for travelling down. Oh, no, you were like first on the list to ask. So so glad that you could come in and use our studio, and
thank you.
So, and thank you to everyone for listening and watching the podcast, however you're viewing it. Don't forget to go over to Trail Boom and have a look at what we're all about, and to have a look at the Hope WMN's ride outs and the Enduro. Thanks very much.